5 leg exercises that if I had no other time to exercise, I would do every day to help fight this wonderful aging process. First of all, how low down can you squat without knee pain? And we lose that range of squat once we get going. So if you're quite new to exercise and you haven't got a mirror, because most of us don't want to look into it, then you need to find a chair or a stool to see where you can get down to. So how low can you get without pain? We're going to do 1 minute of sit to stands and try and use that benchmark. So you've got to brace your core, squeeze your bum. If you go too low down on your first one, it's going to hurt your back or your knees. So go steady and work at getting lower and lower, because the lower you get, the better your hips will be and the longer they will last. 1 minute or 30 seconds. You choose. I'm going for 1 minute. So I'm bracing my core, I'm driving into the whole of the foot, and I'm going to drive on up and then get all the way back down. Now, when I come up, you can see it's a little bit low for me, my back's rounding a little bit. But when I come on up, I'm just giving my shoulder blades a bit of a squeeze, and I'm driving the floor as if I'm thinking about jumping once I get to that point where I can get the control. And I'm going to try and keep going. If you start to get backache, you might have to go a bit higher, or you might have to push here and not get so low. So find perhaps a kitchen chair and push into the thighs. Over time, once you've got used to this, you can start to see how many you can do. If the front of the hips are hurting, you need to stop early, or you need to sit on a chair that's a little bit higher. How are we doing? Oh, it said 12 seconds. I thought that's all I've done. Here's the good news. You've got 10 seconds left. Making a right big dent in this. One more, 5 seconds. How long are we going to have for a breather? Stop, have a rest. Now, ideally, you'd have 15 seconds rest, but when you first get going, have up to a minute's rest. Get some water down you, whatever you need. Did I say 15 minutes? You wish. 15 seconds. So I'm going to go for a 30-second rest, and then I'm going to go into some lunges. You might want to pause the video, get something for your knee to lower down on, and it might be all the way to the floor, or it might be halfway down. So this proves actually worth investing in, because we need to get as low down as you can without knee pain. So, oh, you've had 40 seconds rest. Let's go for it. You don't even need this on the floor, but if you need a marker to not wreck your knees, then feel free. So we're going to try and lower down. You see I'm leaning forward a bit because that's going to work my glutes. I'm going to step up into a little bit of a squat and come all the way down and step up into a little bit of a squat. We've got 1 minute. Now, not everybody gets on with these step backs and lunges. So if your back knee hurts, you might have to step back into a straight leg and step forward. Straight leg and forward. You choose. Over time, hopefully, we'll get your knees working a bit better. How's the cardio? I keep giving you a close-up of my menopause belly. Whoa. Now, don't forget, I've already done this once. I didn't press record. So if I start moaning, that's my excuse. Really? 20 seconds to go? My legs say no way. Can you see I'm cheating and coming up high? I should be down low here. The only reason I'm not coming up high is because I'm on video. If I was by myself and not recording this for you guys, I would be straightening my leg up. One more. Leg shake. Goodness me, cardio, cardio, cardio. I can guarantee that works. So we're getting 2 for the price of 1. We're getting the cardio workout, so that's immediate fat burning, but we're toning up the muscles as well. Toning always sounds a bit lame. When the muscles, think of the muscles as getting younger, really, really lean. We're squeezing all that fat content out of the muscles because the good, healthy fibers are coming in. And the more healthy fibers we get, the muscles absorb sugar from the body. So if we can get the burn in the muscles and work through it, then every time we go off pace and we don't quite eat as well as we can, we will do less damage to our bodies than we would have done if we weren't doing this. So, what's your focus? We've had nearly a minute's rest. I'm being far too nice to you. So let's go for the other side. Do not do the same side twice. So I'm okay without this mat. I'm going to go for it. Ready? You started already without me? That's it. So I'm going to keep waffling. Down and up. Down and up, down and up. You keep going. Just because I'm faffing around with the screen doesn't mean you need to have a break. So I've got that tiny lean forward. When you're very upright, it's all about the knees. And there's nothing wrong with that. If your knees aren't so happy, can you see how my knee isn't coming too far forward in my ankle? Really driving into that ankle. I know I've got trainers on, but long term I should be doing this barefoot. I just think the trainers go over my top. And it's a video. Okay, I'm coming up far too high. Get down lower, Sarah. And then get up. Now, something else on my radar is trying not to let this knee roll inwards. So I'm pushing my knee out to my other toe so that the glute can work. Did my knee touch the floor? I don't think so. One more and you've waffled your way through your minute. Now that wasn't quite so hard because I was coming up far too high. I should have finished in that position, but I'm not filming that again. So, only 2 leg exercises done. What on earth else could we do? The first one was about range of movement because the glutes need to learn to work a lot better and the hips need to be stretched and healthy. Second one, quads and glutes a little bit more, and a bit of balance. Third one, we need to be able to change direction and balance. So we're going to step out to the side as wide as we can. We've nearly had another minute's rest. So let me demo it. You've got 15 seconds before you need to start. So the feet are about 1.5 times shoulder width. You bend your knee and you push your hip back. You're going to see where you can get to. Do you need back support? Ready to start? I think we should go. So all you do is push the floor away, go back down. Back support here if you want. And the lower you get, the more you need to push into the hands. Want some more? Take the hands off. Want some more? Start moving your leg. Land quietly, push your bottom back. Need some more? Balance. So drive. Set and drive. It's not about speed, it's how low down can you get without back pain, and it's that single leg power and drive. Clench your bottom, and both sides are working for balance. Now pull your chest up and your head right up to the ceiling, as if the thread is pulling the crown of your head up to the ceiling, to get deeper into the core. 20 seconds, 15 seconds to go. Bit of cardio, not so much burn. Still working. You do not need burn to work. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Squeeze one more and go, 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 go. And rest. Okay, let's recover. So you can start the other side and set your own timer. Fast forward the video. I don't know why I'm getting my face in. Maybe just for your amusement. Let me see if we get it in. So keep moving, oxygen. I haven't had any water, but if you feel you need a bit, have a little bit. We're going to start in 10 seconds on the other side. So maybe set up. Check in with that knee. Drive the hips back. If the knee's not happy, keep the foot still. Let's start in 3, 2, go. Push the floor away. Drive the hips back. And then if you want, add some impact. Set, drive. So you step, push the floor away, set, stamp the foot into the floor. Do you feel that power? The main purpose of this is power. Power up. Even if you're not taking the foot off the floor, stamp the foot into the floor. That drive and power is a bit similar to using weights. And this kind of power training is really important. Perimenopause, menopause, and post-menopause, because it's so effective at building muscle. And we lose muscle so fast. But you've got to get that protein in your diet. The plus side of protein in your diet, 15 seconds by the way, is your muscles will build faster. And I need to tell you something about building muscle. 5 seconds. Let's go for one more. Stop, recover, breathe. So, building muscle. I often advertise this as tone, because as soon as I say build muscle, everybody's like, reminder, and some of you know about this. Have you seen how hard it is to build muscle? Have you seen these guys at the gym? There are some that have done amazing and built loads and loads of visible muscle. But there's a lot of guys that'll be strong, but they won't have that visible muscle because it's blooming hard to get that bulky muscle look. Really, really tough. So, and a lot of them would be having to perhaps train twice a day, unless they're very naturally lucky. We've got 20 seconds and we're going again. I've not lost track. Or they are taking a lot of supplements and an extra load of protein. I'll talk to you about how much protein we need another time. Today, we're just surviving the workout. What's your next move? It is calf raises. Now, just start with some of these. Push the floor away as if you're going to jump. This is your level 1. We've got a whole minute here. If you want some more, bend the knees, lift the heels. Bend the knees, lift the heels. Want some more? Set drive. That's all about trying to point the toes. So even if you're not jumping, when you do maybe 3 jumps and 3 not jumps, lift the toes. That tiny pause at the top. The range of movement is up to you. Now we're looking for a really strong burn in the thighs. And every time I come on up, I'm squeezing the shoulder blades together. Great. You have got 20 seconds to go. So if you've got the burn, what are you going to do to try and push through it? Are you getting just as low? Are you pushing your bottom backwards rather than your knees forward? 10 seconds. Push it, push it, push it. Let's go, let's go. You can do this. It's all in the head and the thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, time. Now, heart rate should be really up after that one. So we're going to do some active recovery. Just walk it out, breathe, maybe get some water. So, we've got a little bit more to do. We've done power training, which was the side lunges and the explosive jumps. This next one's also about powering the legs with a bit of balance. Well, these next 2 are, and these are your last 2 exercises. If I said 5, I can't count. I have no idea how many we've done. Probably 6. Should we do it anyway? Are you in? Are you committed? If you want the results, we best do this. Let's start in 5 seconds. You've had a 45-second rest. Okay, so it's about lifting up onto one heel. So the light level is I'm very upright. You see my bottom foot lifting the heel? It'll come over time. Make sure you're pushing through the big toe. If you want more power, take the leg behind you and feel like you're thinking about starting a 100-meter sprint. Want more work, get lower and half. Maybe even hop. Maybe not for today, hop. So what's your level? Keep going. You've done 30 seconds already. Are you here? Is the calf working? If the knee really doesn't like it, then do as many of these as you can, both feet. But if you can, keep going. Or slow it down until your knee gets used to it, because it's amazing how quickly the body gets used to these things. So you're driving forward to make it tougher, getting lower to make it tougher. You've got less than 10 seconds where you're staying upright. Heart rate should be up, calf should be getting tired. 3, 2, 1, recover. Other side. Now, my heart rate's up, there's nothing wrong with this leg. So I say 15-second recovery. What do you say? Are you pressing pause or are you joining me in 10 seconds? Oxygen in, mental prep. What's your goal and motivation? Think about that as you get tired as we finish. So, what's your level? Just lifting the heel. See my feet, keep going. Just because I'm fapping doesn't mean you need to stop. Just the heel lift and the knee lift. Or step slightly back and drive up towards the ceiling. Sometimes this is much nicer for the knee. You can build up, then you can step a bit further back. And even further back. You might go slow to start with. You might get really low and explode. Choose your level right. And the challenge is time and attention
is what the muscles want. They want you to not have a break. So good old-fashioned insanity, which I absolutely love as a workout for me, makes a huge difference. The idea is to get as far as you can without having to press stop. So if you want to add a timer and think about how far can I get, then do so. 3, 2, 1, done. What about one more exercise? Or I haven't had enough for today. Only you know. And you've got to start sensible as well. So let's go for a 30-second breather. And we'll do one more for legs. All about the legs. Now here's the thing. Although the burn is in the legs, every time you need to correct yourself for balance, your abs have worked. You do not need a burn to get success. In fact, burning in the abs, they're not designed to burn. And people with six-packs, they don't get a burn in their abs. They connect their abs to everything and use it all together. Use the whole chain of muscles together. So let's start building up to that. Careful if your back's not great, this might not be for you and you might be done for today. Ready to go? So what are we doing, Sarah? I'm going to squat and lift one knee or even add a little bit of a kick. So hips go back, one knee, change sides. Hips go back, other knee. Now when I push my armpits backwards to the back of my body, squeeze my shoulder blades, switches on my lats, and helps my back. It helps my lower back. Feeling okay? Balance. And then you can start to play around with pace. Push, pull. So I'm just gently flicking something off my shoelaces. A little flick, flick. You can go low, that's better for the back, or just lift the knee. Drive up, drive up, drive up, drive up. Legs should be tired, but here's the good news, 10 seconds. The back doesn't like it. Remember, you must stop. Take back support. 5, 4, 3, one more. Done. So what's your challenge? Is it just to survive? Is it to walk the next day? Keep walking if you're out of breath? Is it to get more in each one? My challenge used to be, I'd see 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'd stop on 5. Whereas my challenge has been work right down to the 1 because there's extra 1 or 2 reps where you're really tired. They are the ones that make the biggest difference. So, hope you got a challenge. I'm not the only one out of breath. Enjoy.